You have felt it before. A strange pull, a silent warning, a sense that something unseen is guiding you. A trip you decide not to take. A sudden certainty that a relationship is over. An urge to move, change, or choose differently. Most people call it intuition. Most people call it coincidence. But what if it is neither? What if the voice you hear is you? A parallel version of your own consciousness, moving through time faster than your waking mind, sending messages through dreams, synchronicities, and sudden clarity. These are the 7 signals your parallel self uses to reach you. Signals most people ignore for an entire lifetime. Listen closely. Your life has been trying to speak to you. Before we begin, breathe. Let your awareness settle. Let the noise soften around you. Because what you are about to hear is not theory. It is experience. Understand this. Nothing in your life changes until you start listening to what your deeper self has been trying to tell you. And the first truth is the doorway to everything else. Some dreams feel more real than the waking world. Dreams that carry emotion. Dreams that repeat. Dreams that feel like memory. This is not random. When your body sleeps, your consciousness loosens its grip on linear time. This creates a bridge to your parallel self, the version of you exploring accelerated timelines. Neuroscience calls REM sleep a phase of deep integration, but spiritually, it is communication. If a dream leaves a mark, if it feels like a message, if it brings clarity upon waking, your deeper self is speaking. Write these dreams down. Study their emotions. They are guidance wrapped in symbols. When you begin honoring them, your intuition sharpens and your inner world opens to a wiser intelligence within you. There are moments when a thought appears like a flash of lightning, sharp, clear, already complete. You don't reason your way into it, you receive it. Psychology says intuition is rapid subconscious processing. But deeper than that, it is your parallel self sending information from a timeline it has already explored. This is why intuition feels true even without evidence. It arrives clean, without hesitation, without noise. A tightening in the chest, a warmth in the stomach, a sudden certainty that defies logic but demands trust. When you ignore intuition, it feels like betraying yourself, because you are. Honor the messages that come suddenly. They are not guesses. They are memories from a deeper dimension of your own awareness. Synchronicities are the moments when reality speaks your language. You think of someone, they appear. You need an answer. It finds you. A symbol repeats until you finally pay attention. Most call this coincidence. But coincidence is simply guidance you haven't learned to interpret yet. Your parallel self uses synchronicities as gentle confirmations. You're aligned. Keep going. Psychologically, your reticular activating system filters meaning based on your inner state. Spiritually, your consciousness bends probability to reveal what you need. Synchronicity is interaction between your inner world and the architecture of the universe. The more you listen, the more it appears. The more you ignore it, the quieter it becomes. Treat synchronicities as conversation. Treat them as feedback. Treat them as signs that your deeper self is guiding your steps. Déjà vu is the moment when time feels like it folds into itself. You step into an experience, and something inside you whispers, "I have been here before." Not memory, not imagination, but recognition. Your parallel self has already lived that moment in accelerated time and transmitted the essence to you through dreams or subtle intuition. So when you finally arrive there physically, your consciousness remembers. Science calls it a neural glitch, but your nervous system knows better. It reacts with certainty, a quiet familiarity, a sense of alignment. Déjà vu is confirmation, a sign that you are stepping into a timeline your deeper self has already explored and approved. Listen closely when it happens. It means, this is a moment you were meant to meet. Some mornings you wake with a clarity you did not have the night before. A solution appears. A decision feels obvious. The confusion dissolves. This is not rest. This is not luck. This is communication. While you sleep, your parallel self explores paths with extraordinary speed, testing outcomes, solving problems, finding the most aligned direction. Neuroscience says the sleeping brain reorganizes information. But spiritually, your deeper self is working without the interference of fear or overthinking. So when you open your eyes and the answer is simply there, it is because a wiser version of you has handed it to your waking mind. Honor these morning insights. They are some of the clearest signals your deeper consciousness can deliver. There are days when something shifts inside you without warning. A quiet realization, a certainty with no logic behind it, a knowing that a chapter of your life has reached its end. You wake up and feel it. This job is no longer my path. This place doesn't fit me anymore. This relationship has completed its lesson. It appears suddenly, but it does not come from nowhere. Your parallel self has already explored the future of that choice and sends you the emotional clarity to change direction. Psychology calls this identity reorganization, a moment when new neural pathways override old patterns. But spiritually, it is your deeper self saying, "Trust me. It's time to move." These inner compass shifts feel like urgency without fear, clarity without explanation. When you honor them, your path opens. When you ignore them, life becomes heavy. Listen when something inside you changes overnight. It is guidance from the version of you that already knows what your future feels like. Some people feel familiar the instant you meet them. Some places feel like home the moment you arrive. Some moments feel destined even though they are new. This is the seventh signal, the deep, unexplainable recognition that bypasses thought and goes straight to the soul. Psychology calls it projection. Neuroscience calls it pattern resonance. But your inner being knows this connection is not random. Your parallel self has already interacted with the essence of certain people in accelerated timelines. It has already explored certain places before your waking mind reaches them. So when you finally meet them in physical time, your soul simply remembers. This is why some people feel instantly trustworthy, why some conversations flow effortlessly, why some environments feel safe before you can explain why. Treat these moments with reverence. They are reminders that your path is intertwined with others in ways your mind cannot fully see. Recognition is guidance. Familiarity is alignment. Your soul knows what your logic is still learning to understand. Everything you've heard until now points to one simple truth. You are not divided. You are not two versions. You are one consciousness expressing itself across different layers of time. Your parallel self is not a distant entity, not a mystical double, not a cosmic twin walking in another dimension. It is you without fear, you beyond linear time, you before doubt enters the mind, you expanded, aware, and unbounded. The signals were never separate. Dreams, intuition, synchronicities, déjà vu, morning clarity, sudden shifts, soul recognition. All of them are threads pulling you toward the same center, your deeper intelligence. Psychology calls this coherence. Neuroscience calls it alignment. Spirituality calls it awakening. But you will feel it as wholeness, a merging of logic and intuition, presence and possibility, human self and higher self. Integration happens when you stop treating your inner guidance as something mystical and start treating it as something natural. When you stop searching outside for the answers your inner world has been offering all along. When you trust your intuition, when you honor your dreams, when you follow your inner compass, when you listen to the signs your consciousness keeps sending you. Integration is remembering that guidance is not out there. It was always within you. This is the moment you shift from victim to creator, from doubt to clarity, from hesitation to alignment. This is the moment your two timelines become one. You did not arrive here by accident. This message found you because you were ready for it. So take a slow breath. Let your shoulders soften. Let your inner world settle into a deeper stillness. Do you now repeat gently, not as a command, but as a remembering. I listen, I receive, I align with the wisdom within me. Feel these words reshape your energy. Feel them echo in your nervous system, rewiring the patterns that shape your choices and your destiny. Every affirmation spoken with presence creates a shift, from guilt to responsibility, from complaint to gratitude, from hesitation to conscious action. You are not becoming someone new. You are remembering who you truly are. If this message touched you, following the American monk is simply choosing consciousness over automatic living. And sharing this message with someone who is ready to grow is an act of expansion, not obligation. Take one last breath. Anchor this moment within you. The lesson is complete, but the journey continues.